Hello, so this is another one from the Godson. I can kind of remember this being on a paper a few years ago. So we've got to find out what these two shaded areas are in terms of pi. It may even have been on a first paper, a thingamajig paper. What's the first paper called? Non-calculator. So we have, in order to do this, I am going to work out, so we know that from A to B is 4 centimetres. So therefore, we also know that this whole circle is 6. Let me just draw them. What are they called? They're called thingamajigs. The whole circle is 6 equilateral triangles. So I've just drawn in the equilateral triangles. And now we're going to think about, so that means we know that this is 60. I'm not going to do anything. And we can now work out what this sector, I think I should draw this in one colour. So we're now going to use this sector here. And then I'm quite tempted to just take off that bit and then use that to try and work out what the shape is. So let's start off by doing sector of like B to the end equals, it's going to be 60 over 360 times 4 squared pi equals 1/6 times 16 pi equals 16 over 6 pi. Okay, so that's all of this area. Now we've got to get rid of this bit here. And I'm just going to do that bit there. And then that will give us, because what we need to do is we've got to find, sorry, I've got to redraw this. Here we go. So this one will give us, I quite like the colour I was using before. Let's just go for that again. Okay, so this will give us, if we take off the equilateral triangle, then that will give us this bit here, and we need to take off 2 times that in order to get what the answer is. So the equilateral triangle is 4 there, 4 there. So if we redraw the triangle, we get 4, 2, and then to get this one, we go 4 squared minus 2 squared, all square rooted, equals 16 minus 4, which is 12. So it's the square root of 12, which is 2√3. So that means we take off, okay, so from the whole thing, I've just got to draw this again. So we've got this, okay? And I've just found out what this is. And this is the same thing as this. Okay, so that means I need 2 of those each time. So that's 1, 2. Okay, so we've got 16 over 6, which I suppose I can make 8 over 3 pi, minus, and it's going to be 2 times that, which is 4√3. Okay, that is what this bit here is. It's this bit here. There we go, I'm quite happy with that. But that's not, oh, and then we just times that by 2, and that's the answer. So equals 16 over 3 pi minus 8√3. And I think you can leave it like that. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But thanks very much. There you go.